You only question things when the pressure gets heavy. Mm-hmm. When the weight gets heavy, you be like, God damn, what did I get myself into?
Because now you're trying to reconsider and make concessions.
That's it, when the pressure get heavy.
Yeah.
And now you start to look around, and this is what I've learned. Shout out to my therapist. What I've learned is that instead of looking outward when I feel overwhelmed with the pressure, I look inward. Mm-hmm. So instead of trying to give you something off my plate and say, hey, I'm overstimulated, I can't do this, I now just say, hey, I'm not doing that.
Right. And welcome back to another episode of the Life After I Do podcast. Sit back and enjoy, relax, hang out with us for the next 40 minutes or so.
Get you something to sip on.
Let's have a discussion about life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness.
Pinkies up, player.
Really? No one wants to listen to you swallow.
Whoa. Whoa. Wait a minute. Wait a minute.
I cracked myself up, I swear. No one wants to listen to you throat your ginger ale and swallow.
First of all, they don't know what's in this cup.
I just told them, zero sugar ginger ale.
It ain't ginger ale.
It is ginger ale. You don't drink alcohol.
I got a little yak in here today.
Ain't no damn yak in there. Cut it out. Ain't even no yak in the house. Cut it out. And in a green cup, plastic cup.
Pinky up. You got to make sure you put your pinky up. You know. That's how the old school players do it.
Anywho.
What's up, player?
Hey, everyone, and welcome back. It is Mo and Kai here with you again on this lovely Wednesday morning. Afternoon or evening when you're listening to this.
Hey, Booski.
But you should be listening to it every Wednesday. But that's neither here nor there. I don't judge.
Not you banging on the people.
I don't judge. Whenever you get around to it, that's fine.
Hey, Booskies.
Hello, Booskies.
You're looking good.
Thank you.
Ass is fat.
You look great yourself.
Oh, thank you. You know, that's that yak.
Demel, you're not drinking yak. Cut it out. And put the cup down. Stop drinking. It's rude. You're like those people I talk about.
It's rude to drink?
It's rude.
They want me out here talking with a dry throat?
I'm dry. Shouts out to my friend Shelly.
Just dry.
I'm dry.
I've been craving water.
You thirsty, bitch. You ain't pregnant. You just thirsty, bitch. That will forever be a whole bar.
Let's get it.
When the doctor was like, why do you think you might be pregnant? Because I've been having like cravings. Like what? Like I've been craving a lot of water. Her sister was like, you thirsty, bitch. That was hilarious.
How's your week, baby?
Stupendous.
Go ahead.
It's a great week. I don't know. I'm grateful for another week.
You need to walk away because I know this. I
you don't need to walk away, jerk face.
Anticipating this is going to take quite a while.
No, it's not. I had a great week. You're so annoying. You're so annoying.
But
okay. I love you.
But I love you too.
Yes. No, but I had a great week. My week was good. The kid went back to school.
Thank God.
Jeez.
Only God can do it.
Only God can do it. Only God can do it. I think that's really funny considering that we're talking about homeschool, but we're excited to send her back.
No, we're talking about homeschool for you to homeschool her.
Yeah, not you. But
I am the financial parent.
You're the principal?
Yes.
You're gonna be the principal?
I'll be principal in PE.
Okay, Maurice. Shut up. I'll be principal in PE and lunch lady.
No, I'm not lunch lady. You will be lunch lady.
No.
Math, English, science.
No, I will not.
I'll do language arts.
Bye, Demel.
And I'll be computer class.
Computer? Bye, Maurice. But yeah, the baby went back to school this week. So the big plus to that, the reason why we were so excited is because we get to go back to the gym together.
I mean, I was excited. I'll tell him why I'm not. Go ahead.
You was? Yeah. You're not excited anymore?
No, go ahead.
Why not? Tell me.
No, finish your week.
Oh, but yeah, I mean, well, I guess he said he was excited. Mm-hmm. He's no longer excited, but I was still excited to get up on Monday morning and, go to the gym with my husband like we normally do. We got there earlier too. We got to the gym by like 7:30.
That's good.
Which was great because our daughter, she was like, I want to be at school by 7. And we were like, girl, you can't even go in until 7:10. She was like, that's fine. We can wait.
I said, how long this going to last?
Yeah. I mean, well,
Today
far.
going to be the last day.
No, it's not.
Because after she get home from practice tonight at 10 o'clock, she's going to be like, I'm trying to get every ounce of sleep I can.
Yeah, maybe. Well, then just maybe like Tuesdays or Wednesday mornings might be tough. But if she doesn't mind, she gets out early on Wednesdays. But yeah, so that's been kind of like the highlight, us being able to go to the gym together again, which also is great for me because when I want to like try, to push bigger things, I feel more comfortable having you there instead of having to ask a rando. Even though I know half of the people in the gym, I still don't want to be stopping.
Know you.
Yeah, I don't want to be stopping them in the middle of their workout and be like, can you spot me?
But you don't mind stopping me?
It's different. It's different because you vowed to love me forever. They didn't vow to love me.
I'm single in the gym.
Bye. Don't make me karate chop you.
I'm married to the weights.
Demel. Oh my gosh. But yes, so being back in the gym together, that's been fun. Yeah, that's pretty much like the highlight.
That's
my baby going back and her preparing for comp, getting ready for comp has been stressful.
Jesus, it is.
That's been a little stressful, but I'm excited.
Is upon us.
I'm excited for her because she is going into competition this season with no modifications. So that means she has the potential to move up if she scores a 36 at 2 different meets. So she has to get a score of 36 at 2 individual meets in order for her to move up. Last year, she got up to a 35, which was her first year out. So that was good. But if she gets 236s,
holding them legs together, she ain't gonna get that 36.
Bye. Those are minor deductions. But if she gets 236s, then my baby's gonna be moving up. But even if she doesn't move up this year, like as long as she gives it her all,
look here,
I'm
y'all.
proud of her.
If she move up, y'all know if she move up because there will be a subscription
attached to the podcast.
Because these gymnastics fees, boy.
Start a GoFundMe for the season.
If y'all see, if you from you got to be from California, understand this, Southern Cal. If y'all see me on Figueroa, don't mind.
Okay,
mind your business. Okay, I'm just
cut it out. You're not hoeing to send her to gymnastics.
I'm just trying to pay.
Stop being so dramatic.
I'm just trying to pay for my daughter's private
so dramatic.
team.
Although you know what I be thinking about. So like when I was in college and we would sit in class, I would look at the whole classroom and I literally would visualize little dollar signs above everyone's head, and I was just like, damn, I know how much I pay to go here. Mm-hmm. So
rack it up.
Yeah, right.
Talk about nonprofit my ass.
So when I see like everybody walking into the gym, like especially the team girls, because especially the upper levels, and I'm looking at their parents like, I know how much you pay. And when they have kids who are both team, like 2 kids on team path, I'd be like, girl, look, babe, I'd be like this. Y'all got money.
What y'all be doing?
Look, y'all got money.
What y'all be doing?
You got 2 and 3 kids?
What y'all be doing?
Got money. But yeah, so that's been good.
That's good.
Mm-hmm.
Go ahead and tell them, babe.
I'm not gonna say anything because you're trying to. No, because you're trying to make fun of me.
I'm not trying to make fun of you. Go ahead and tell them.
Well, if y'all must know,
we must know.
One of the perks of being back in the gym with my boo is me, he don't really think that I be trying to, but I told him in the gym, I be trying to impress you. Like I low key, high key be wanting my husband to be proud of me, And so he was in the gym, we were bench, it was an upper day, and he had just finished like his warm up or whatever. And it was my turn to start, my sets or whatever. And I was like, you know what? Today is the day I'm going to attempt 185. I was like, I feel like I've built up enough chest muscle.
Enough what?
Chest muscle.
Enough chesticles?
Muscle. Yeah, I feel like I done built up enough chesticles to be able to bench 185 because this shit's ridiculous.
I've been here too long.
Yeah, like this is going on a little too long. Even though everybody I talked to, everyone's like, that's actually not a long time for how much you've built up. Yeah. They're like, that's actually quite good that it's been a short amount of time. And I was like, a year is not a short amount of time.
You sound like Bobby Womack. It's been too long.
It's It's been too long. So a couple of months ago, I hit 185 on decline for 2, my very first try. So I was really excited about that. And then I hit 135 on incline for 2, my second time out. So that was good. So in my mind, I was like, there's really no reason why I should not be able to bench 185 flat bench. I was able to bench 185 flat bench. Hey, your girl's moving on up. 205 will be mine. And then 225. I keep telling this man, when I hit 225 on bench, I'm not going to act different like...
You
like
already
I'm not going to act different for like...
You be in there bumping guys. Like, you saw me coming in here.
Wait, did you see me when Juan and them were leaving after I had did it? And he was like, damn, that was good. I said, did you see it?
He was like, I saw it.
He was like, I saw it. I was like, make sure you saw it. So everybody knows that, it wasn't a fluke.
Impressive.
Was it? See, and then you smiled and you gave me a fist pump and then you're like, I'm proud of you, babe. And I was like, there's my love. Like
well,
that.
I mean, I'm proud of you when there's something to be proud of.
Good damn bye.
I will always give you your flowers.
Good damn bye.
When there's a reason to give you flowers, I will give them to you.
There should be always a reason to give me flowers.
No, okay.
But like I said, when I hit 225, I'm only going to act different for like a week.
No, okay. Let me finish. Let me finish my yak.
Just a week. And like you're going to have to at least give me a week to like, maybe have a little asshole tendency, but then I'm going to come right back.
How's that different with you now?
And then I hit another PR. So far for January.
It's living.
We're 3.
It's giving.
We're 3 for 3.
The birthday month is giving.
The birthday month is giving. We're 3 for 3 on my big 3.
Okay.
As far as my numbers have moved up. So starting the year off has been great. So I just really want to build on that. So we're officially pulling 405 on deadlift.
Okay.
I'm benching 185. And then today I hit 335 on my squat.
You could have hit like 350.
No.
Yeah.
No.
And this is why that's why I told you that I was proud of you, but I wasn't like really proud of you because I was like, I said that moved too easy. She had it.
Okay, so that's what everyone keeps saying. Like Marlena said the same thing. She was like, it moved really smooth. And I was like, yeah, but did you not see the slowdown? Like right at that middle part, I slowed down because I was like grinding it out, You
pushed it.
Yeah, I pushed it, but nonetheless.
It's a good thing you did because the way I was going to help you get up was you wasn't going to like it. Because I was going to go finger and ass. And I was going to make you perk up.
That's not a thing. But I also think too, like we were talking the other day about the mental block when it comes to like lifts and like when you're trying to like push to the next weight, it's like doing it that one time registers my brain. Like now we know what the weight feels like. Now we know how to approach it the next time. Right. So I feel like the next time I bench 185, I'm going to have a little bit more confidence because I know that my body is capable now. The next time I go to squat 335, it's going to be with a little bit more vigor because now my brain understands that my body is capable of it, And then if I'm not able to perform, it's going to have the opposite effect. It's probably just a bad week or something. Yeah. But yeah. But yeah, so that was a highlight of my week.
That's good.
Yeah. How was your week? If you say something sarcastic, I'm gonna pull your hair.
It was mid.
Why was it mid?
Like I posted, I said, I'm having a shitty week and you over there thriving. So I'm gonna let you thrive.
You always get in that mood.
I told you that when I came home Sunday, he's like, babe, how was your workout? I was like, yeah.
No, Sunday you're like, it was okay. You said it was okay. It was actually pretty good. That's what you said. And then on Monday, I was
trying to be positive. And
then on Monday when we had upper day, and after I did my 185, you went back to do your last set, and it didn't work out the way you wanted it to.
The first set didn't work out the way I wanted it to.
The first set it didn't. And you're like, just forget it. It's not, I'm done with this workout for the day.
It ain't my day.
Yeah, he was like, I'm happy you're having a good day.
It ain't my day. I mean, today wasn't bad.
Today wasn't terrible.
Today wasn't bad.
I will say my RDLs felt very heavy, but today wasn't terrible.
I pulled some weight today.
Yeah, see? But that's how it is. It's like, it's literally some weeks are You badass. Some weeks you're not. But like how you just admitted last week that you've been lying to me.
Hold on.
That you
I was not lying.
that you
I
haven't.
was not lying.
Yes, that you haven't
here,
been
y'all.
taking
Okay,
pre-workout.
look
And
here.
so this week you haven't had pre-workout and you're
And
like,
it is.
I'm
It
going to
is.
give it till Sunday. And
It
if
is.
I don't have any good workouts this week, I'm going back to pre.
Look here. My wife convinced me to get off the juice, okay? I'm going to call it the juice.
It's not the juice.
She was like, oh, your heart, and I want you around.
Yeah,
I was
'cause
like,
you don't need it.
if I die, you're very well taken care of.
No, you haven't. You have natural
And
endorphins.
so last week, every day the workout hit.
Because you were high.
Oh, I was riding it.
I was riding it.
Well,
I was taking it to the top.
I'm not even sponsored, but that gorilla mine.
You might need to. They really. You snorted. Goodbye, Maurice.
I might have to.
Good damn bye.
Straight to the bloodstream. I have to be in there in the bathroom with
Cutting it up.
my spoon. I need it straight to the source.
That's terrible.
So last week,
I can't imagine what I would feel like on pre-workout.
great.
I don't want to be in there itching.
So, last week was good because I had all the
Artificial stimulation.
I had the stimulation. I had the
focus.
The focus. I could lock in on my phone. It was great. So far this week has not been that great.
You've been a caffeine crashing.
No, I'm not crashing. But to back up what you were saying, the daughter is in school, and so we are back together.
Reunited,
and I'm happy for her.
So
honestly, the highlight of my week has been those magnesium glycinate gummies.
Helping you sleep.
Because they have been knocking me out.
Clean on your ass, huh? Remember last week and the week before, he's been complaining about not getting enough sleep. And so now he's been taking the magnesium glycinate, and now he's like,
ow!
He'll call me and be like, just so you know, I'm finna take my gummies. So if there's anything you want to do.
You got about 20 minutes.
Because once my gummies hit, I'm done.
You got about 20 minutes. And
I'd be like, nah, go ahead, pimp.
KO.
Go ahead, pimp.
I believe it's like Street Fighter. KO.
Bye. Goodbye.
Yeah, so I mean, the week wasn't bad.
Yeah. It wasn't great, but it wasn't bad.
Like I told Juan today, every day I wake up 6 feet the right way, I'm happy.
Right. And that's what you should be grateful for.
Would have been a little bit better with the pre-workout. But
Bye. I could have been a little better with the pre-workout. Oh yeah. Okay. So also I forgot to mention.
Okay.
I just finished a book and then I just started another book.
Oh Lord, look here. You got to start saying the name of these books.
Oh, the book.
Because people keep asking I don't know the name of these books.
The book that I just finished is Monday's Not Coming by Tiffany D. Jackson. That one was pretty good. I gave it a 4. It was good. The thing about it is I wasn't as I guess you could say I just wasn't as startled by the events.
By the twist?
I wasn't startled by the parts that that would make you go
okay.
Only because as I was reading it and when I got on Book Talk and somebody kind of somewhat did a spoiler, it was very loosely based off of a crime case that I'm very well aware of. So as I'm reading it and like some of the details in there, I was like, oh yeah, this is very loosely based off that case. And like the shock, I mean, don't get me wrong. The case is extremely shocking, even every time you hear it. But because I've heard it so many times, when I'm reading it in the book, if I didn't know the case and this was the first time I was reading something like this, I definitely probably would have been close to tears or I would have been like clutching my pearls, right? But outside of that, it's a really well-written book. I really liked it. Now I'm reading, what's it called? The goodness gracious, why is it escaping me?
I don't know.
Oh gosh. I don't know. It's escaping me right now. My brain really can't think. Blood over
Muddy Waters? I don't know. I don't know.
No, it's by M.L. Wong.
Blood over Muddy Waters?
Why? You know it keeps popping in my head. That's why it won't let me think about it.
Bridge over troubled waters?
Danity Kane. It keeps saying blood over Danity Kane.
Wow. Okay.
Blood over Bright. Oh my gosh. I literally can't remember the title, but Blood over Brighthaven. Goodness gracious. Get it out, girl. I told you my memory has been.
That's that 40 creeping up.
Oh my gosh. It's like I'm listening to the story in my head right now, but it's called Blood Over Brighthaven. That's what I'm reading currently. Blood Over Brighthaven. And so far, so good. It's a little bit more like mystery, fantasy kind things. But I say all that to say because my husband this morning.
My God. Here we go.
My husband this morning, because he said he loved me like that. Like, he really into me.
No, I'm not doing it because you fucking popped.
He really into me. And because he said, you know, if it'll bring us closer, then I can indulge in your current hobby and you can indulge in mine. So my husband has agreed.
No, I'm going to backtrack that. You ain't got to indulge in mine.
You don't want me to ruin it for you?
No.
So my husband has agreed to read a book with me.
After you finish this one.
So that I'm almost done.
Damn.
It's only like 300 and something pages. I get through that in like 2 and 3 days. And the only time it takes me longer is because...
You need to be doing more housework. If you got time to read 100 pages a day.
You know what?
I got to ask a little more of you. You got time to read 100 pages a day.
Like, what did I tell you yesterday?
I don't know. You said a lot of stuff.
When I was talking about emptying the dishwasher, and you're like, I did it yesterday. And I was like, congratulations, you're going to do it today, or I just won't cook dinner.
Crazy where you got me working out here when women out here trying to choose me. Crazy.
Okay.
What we got today, Booski?
They can have you.
What we got? What we got?
Anywho, really quick, my husband and I are going to be reading a book together, and then I will let you guys know what that book is. And if you want to keep up with his progress on reading...
Not you trying to hold me accountable with the people.
On reading the book, what I'm thinking that we're going to be doing is that we're going to do like...
A chapter a day.
No, we'll do like a chapter a day. We'll never finish. A chapter a day. The book I'm reading now has 26 chapters. If we
26 days.
Absolutely not. Absolutely not. Some chapters are like 2 pages.
It is what it is, my boy.
Hey, I tried. No, we would never finish.
Some days you go to the gym, you get a full day. Some
I'm
days
already
you get
on
arrested.
my 4th book of the 2026.
I'm just playing.
So yeah, what I'm thinking about doing is maybe on our story on Instagram, we'll do like a daily or a bi-daily update.
Okay. All right. I'm happy you got all this shit planned. What we got today?
Oh, gosh.
Hold on. I will say this, though. While my wife has been reading, I have been stuck in Speranza.
What is stuck in Speranza?
I've been playing Arc Raiders.
Oh, my gosh.
I've been playing Arc Raiders like crazy.
He said it's the best game he's played since when? Since what? You used to play not Tomb Raider.
What we got today? Let's just... Lord Jesus. No.
Tomb Raider was from like 7th grade.
No, Tomb Raider was from like
It was like 7th grade. No, I'm talking about the original from a PlayStation when it was gray, when it was the gray box with the pop-up. That's the Tomb Raider. That's the Tomb Raider. I remember.
You talking about, okay. What we got today? Lord Jesus.
Oh my gosh. I can't. Where's my notes?
I don't know.
Okay. Today we're talking about cheating respectfully.
Are you trying to cheat or do you want me to cheat?
No, I don't want you to cheat. But it's okay. So I had seen a interview with what's his name, The Game, and he was talking about respectful cheating.
Okay.
And I was like, what the hell?
Does that go both ways?
Huh?
Does that go both ways?
Respectful cheating?
Yeah.
I doubt the way he was explaining it. I highly doubt it.
Oh, okay.
Right. And then of course, you know, the algorithm does what it does, and then it takes you down this rabbit hole and it shows you like similar videos and stuff like that. But anyway, the consensus was the whole idea around it of being able to cheat and being respectful is like not embarrassing your woman, not bringing things to, you know, your doorstep, bringing things home, and just handling your business quietly.
Okay.
And so the girl was asking him. Sounds like
taking a shit.
The girl was asking him, she was like, but is that not still cheating? And he said, not if she doesn't know. Because she can't be hurt. He's saying she can't be hurt by something she doesn't know.
I mean, that's true. If she don't know, she can't be hurt until she knows about it.
But that doesn't negate that what you're doing.
No, I never said. I never said that.
Right.
I just said that part is true.
Okay. So,
like, if I've been eating your snacks and you think it's your daughter, what you don't know.
Okay. Okay, Maurice, that's not a thing. You think it's your daughter. But then, surrounding the whole thing of, people getting divorced over infidelity, people getting divorced over cheating. And there's this consensus that when men cheat, the reasons that they cheat are like valid reasons. And for some reason, the air of notion is that it's somehow the woman's fault and responsibility to rectify the reasons why he felt it was necessary to either go outside the relationship or go outside the marriage.
Okay. All right.
So
you come here with these internet topics.
It be what's trending. And I love to get your perspective about it.
Your timeline need to match mine. It's nothing but gym bros.
Okay.
Video games.
Okay.
And funny videos.
Okay.
There was nothing serious on my timeline.
There's nothing. Okay. Well, it's also a relationship marriage podcast. In case you forgot. So
there's funny
we can't talk about gym bros the entire time, but you can.
Some of the nice people you ever meet.
Bye. So yeah, I just wanted to,
so we're talking
to have these open discussions.
So we're talking about cheating respectfully.
Cheating respectfully.
Is that possible?
Do you think, okay, that's what I was going to ask you.
Is it possible?
As a man, okay, do you think that cheating respectfully, and I'm going to say responsibly because that's in the notion in which all of this is being said, is a thing? Or do you think that using that phrase is a way to get away from accountability?
Okay, so I'm gonna say on your cheating in your relationship, I don't think you can cheat respectfully in your relationship. Now on your diet, on the other hand,
Damel, stop it.
You're still within your calories.
Stop it.
If you're still within your calories,
Damel,
it's fine.
Damel.
Me personally, I think it sounds dumb. This whole concept of cheating respectfully, because by cheating, you're being disrespectful by cheating.
Right.
So how are you? So that's like being respectfully disrespectful. It's an oxymoron. Double negative. Like the shit don't cancel out.
Right.
I don't get it.
So they say there's no form of cheating that is healthy, respectful, or harmless, right?
Okay.
But when we talk about the phrase of respectful cheating, what some people say that means to them.
Oh, no, I get what they say they mean. It means
not embarrassing them in public, right. Not neglecting your responsibilities.
Pretty much you're going about your day as you normally would. You just got a little something on the side that don't hinder
something to take the edge off.
Right. They don't hinder your primary life.
Okay.
So you're walking in two lanes at one time. Which eventually I don't care who you are. Eventually, you're not going to be able to maintain that for a long time.
So apparently you are. Let me tell you. So we have a good friend.
Okay.
My good friend, La Jules.
Okay.
La Jules. So she was telling me that they were having a holiday dinner, right? And they have where the men sit on one side, women sit on the other side. Different cultures do different things. But they got on the subject of essentially side pieces or whatever, right? Mm-hmm. She said her uncle stands up and was talking to the younger gentleman at the table and was explaining to them how to handle their side piece.
Oh, okay.
He's been married to her aunt for over 30 years. She said her aunt very much knows that he does his thing on the side. But the game that he was giving to the younger generation of the guys at the table was, as long as you take care of home, that's all she needs to be worried about. So she said what he was explaining to the young gen about his aunt. I think her aunt's in her 60s or something. Okay, so then we're talking a whole different generation. Yeah, but the same concept obviously is still applying to the younger generation. I personally don't think so. But his thing was, she said that he had told them, she said he came around the table, he put his hands on his wife's shoulder, and he said, anything this woman wants, whatever she needs, it is taken care of. All she has to do is say, and it's there, right? No woman better ever bring anything to her home. He said her home, right? But essentially what he chooses to do
outside of her home
and on his time has nothing really to do with her.
You know, if she okay with that, that's their life.
I think
that's their understanding.
I get it.
That's their understanding.
That's their understanding. But listen to what is still being said now in our generation. The same thing is still being said in our generation. Because obviously you have men who take that notion that as long as your day-to-day isn't interrupted, that gives me the right to do whatever it is that I want to do.
Okay. All right. I have very little to say.
Why?
Because I'm not cheating.
Okay, it's not about you cheating.
I get it. What I'm saying is the whole...
Pause.
No, we're not pausing. The whole concept of cheating to me is exhausting. I don't want to have to entertain. I don't want to have to approach. I'm lazy.
Okay, you're talking about you.
Exactly. And I know and I understand that. And a lot of times...
You don't, clearly, because you're not... You keep saying I.
Okay, you know what? I'm finna cheat now.
Go ahead.
So I can get some experience so we can come back and talk about this.
I'm just saying, you keep referring to your own experience.
Okay, but what I'm saying is I can understand and I can see that there are gentlemen out there that feel this way, that as long as they're doing everything they're supposed to do at home and their wife, the mother, whatever is taken care of, she shouldn't concern herself with what he does outside the home. Mm-hmm. I understand that. I don't necessarily agree with that belief. I don't move that way, and I wouldn't associate myself with anybody who does move that way. And I also feel like people will come up with any reasons or any logic to validate their behaviors and actions. Mm-hmm. You know.
Okay, so why do you feel, if you have an opinion, why do you think some men have this idea? Like, why do you think in honestly, a man's mind, why do you think you could sit there and comfortably be like, I'm not doing anything wrong and I'm taking care of my responsibility as a man, but if I choose to spend time outside of my marriage with another woman...
Here's the thing. I would say because they feel like because they're doing everything that they feel they're supposed to do, they're providing in all the ways that they feel they're supposed to provide, that they should be allowed to do things to necessarily, they're going to say to necessarily go out there and scratch an itch or seek something that they're not getting at home, right? But I always counter with that. I was like, if there's no way to be 100% sure that you're providing everything you need to provide at home. Most of the time I hear people say I'm providing everything at home. They're talking about the basic necessities of shit they would do whether they had a wife or not.
Correct.
They're talking about paying bills.
Which you would do.
Making sure there's food there, making sure your children have shelter and food and clothes and all that stuff.
Right.
Thing around. That's basic shit.
Yeah.
Basic shit that you would do, period.
Yeah.
So that's why conversations like this is always difficult for me because of my interpretation of provision differs from other people's interpretation of provision. Mm-hmm. Because while I see all that as provision, I also say that provision goes farther when you are in a committed relationship. Mm-hmm. Because I am not only responsible to provide the physical things to you, I also feel partly responsible to provide the emotional things to you, mm-hmm. the intimate things to you. Mm-hmm. And I know in my situation with my wife that she don't want my hand in nobody else's cookie jar.
I think most women don't want their man's
when
hands.
I could just come put my hand in her cookie jar. Mm-hmm. And you want to have a sense of, no, that's my husband. No one else has my husband.
And some people will say that's a sense of ownership.
Oh, hey, it is what it is. That's kind of what marriage papers are.
Yeah.
And again, if you cheat respectfully, I have no issue with it as long as that goes both ways. As long as she's allowed.
See, now that's where they draw the line.
No, like I say, what's good for the goose is good for the gander.
But see, that's where they draw the line, and that takes me into the other part of this.
Okay.
Where you also have the men who talk about it's their nature.
Oh. No, it's not.
It's their nature.
All right. I don't believe that either.
It's their nature.
I don't believe that talking.
That men were not in initiated, like men's existence isn't to be in monogamous relationships.
Okay. And some men believe that they're not humans don't pair bond. I personally believe that humans pair bond.
Mm-hmm.
If you meet the right one and you guys on path, you guys cross path and actually meet and communicate, I do believe you're pair bonded, and I think that's the majority of the case more than it's not. I like the whole TikTok trend of why happily married people are quiet. I do believe that there's a lot of happily married people out there.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
That are very, very, very quiet.
Absolutely.
Because they don't want to involve the outside world.
They don't want to invite the energy, right? Because we're already pretty pre-programmed to think negatively anyway. So they don't want to invite that into their space.
And I mean, you can say that, you can say, well, every other mammal has whatever. Yeah. But where I say we differ is the level of intelligence is different between human males and other males. The level of it, right? And so I do believe that if you cannot control where you lay your seed, you are weak.
Okay.
Because where you put your seed, whether that seed takes a hold or not, you are compromising your bloodline and your legacy. And oftentimes people feel like, oh, I can just come out here and just sling it, whatever. And you got three and four different
mates
producing children.
Yeah.
And now your dysfunction is creating other levels of dysfunction.
Yeah, for the future.
Because your offspring can't have I'm not saying they can't have a solid upbringing, but they don't have a quote unquote good example of what a relational foundation should be. Mm-hmm. Because if daddy was a Rolling Stone,
wherever you
9 times out of 10, them kids gonna roll too.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. Because not everybody will strive to do the opposite. Yeah. They just fall right in line with what they've seen.
Not everybody, not you.
Bye, DeMille. Goodbye. Okay, so I saw a video and
stop watching TikTok.
I have to be on social media.
Okay.
I quite literally have to be on social media.
All right.
One of the videos was talking about how, especially people who have been together for decade plus, about giving men grace when it comes to something like this, right?
And I'm okay with that.
If
it's on the other side as well.
But it usually isn't.
Okay.
Or the concept of when you get more access.
Okay.
Right?
So you make more money.
Essentially.
As a man.
Yeah. You get more access. Mm-hmm. Then it's easier to we've had a similar conversation about how do you think it's easier to have a conversation about how you don't think it is within your character to not cheat when you're at a certain level, especially financially as a man, as opposed to a man who the world is his oyster and can do whatever?
Here's my thing. I feel like every man, I'm going to say every man, most men, because some niggas just ugly.
Okay. Because some niggas just ugly. But if they pockets is nice. Now, hold up now.
I'm talking about the broke ones.
Oh, okay. Oh, broke boys don't know. I'm joking.
I'm saying for every man, I feel like for most men, there is opportunity or has been opportunity, right? As a married man who has been married for 10 years now, been with you for almost 24, 25 years, whatever. I know in hindsight, thinking back on certain situations, I was like, oh, she was throwing it at me. My dumb ass just didn't pick this up because my headspace, I wasn't in that headspace at that time, right? But in hindsight, I can say, oh, that's exactly what that was, right? So I also believe.
Who was it? I'm sorry.
Okay. I also believe that you find what you go looking for.
Oh, absolutely.
And so since I'm not since I'm not looking for that kind of energy,
you don't feel like that energy is finding
me.
Yeah.
But I feel like if I was to switch and look But
you're going to find it everywhere.
I'm going to find it.
Yeah. Yeah. It's kind of like a car, right? If there is a particular car that you're interested in.
Oh, it's everywhere.
It's going to be, it's
the second
everywhere.
you buy it.
The second you buy it, it feels like that's the only car you see on the road. Yeah.
I'm stuck with a 2002 Kanisha, and he got a 2026 Kanisha.
Really? Ain't this a bitch? Who done really lost?
Are those halo lights?
Okay, you doing too much. You doing too much. Okay, so when we talk about what you mentioned earlier about the provision, the protection, and things like that, compared to the statements that we see, at least that I see, a lot of men make about it being their nature, right? It's hard for me to believe that a lot of men can exercise a level of discipline and a level of, I guess, somewhat discernment in other aspects and areas of their life. But when it comes to that, it's their nature.
Again, I
it's like, because when I think about that, or when you use the excuse about having access, when I think about if you are a business owner, right? You go into a contract with another person and you uphold your end of the contract, right? Especially because y'all making money, or it could potentially be detrimental to you making money, right?
Okay.
You don't want to be sued.
No,
you don't want to be. You don't want to lose your business. You don't want to lose your livelihood, right? So you're gonna try to do everything you can to be on good terms with your business partner, to make sure you and your business partner are communicating, to make sure you and your business partner are, making sure that the business keeps running, right? And you're going to have a certain level of discipline. You're going to have level of discipline with the budgeting for that business. You're going to have a level of focus with that business, right? You can do all that with your business partner. You can go to these meetings. You can get up at 4:00 in the morning and go to the gym to make sure your body stay in shape. You can meal prep and eat the same damn thing 7 days a week. You can do all of those things. But when it comes to you sleeping around,
you don't know what it's like watching the same channel all the time.
I do. I've been watching the same channel for like 23 years.
I've changed. Shut up.
The storyline may have changed. The channel's still the same.
Funny because while you were talking, I was thinking about this clip from David Banner, and he said, "I can't do business with you
if I've never met your wife.
If you cheat on your wife."
Oh yeah, I saw that.
He said, because if you would betray the woman you vowed to love,
that's where I was getting at.
You'll stab me in my back in a heartbeat.
Right. Because a relationship is a relationship. A contract is a contract.
And that goes back to what I was saying earlier, and when it relates to me. I have a higher moral standing for myself than some other people may have for themselves. I also am of the belief that sex is not just physical. While it can be just physical, you still leave a part of yourself there.
Right.
Because you leave it because it's an experience. Right? So if I've never had sex with you, right, and now I've had sex with you, I've experienced something with you. Now that's an experience I've had with you. Right. So that's always something that I can recollect in my mind and replay the events as long as I can remember it. Right?
Yeah.
Because you drugged me a couple times.
Okay.
But so to that, I say it's important for me, at least, that to comprehend that, because now I know that it's not just physical. Because especially at this stage in my life, like I've reached the point in my life where I feel like I have too much to lose for 5 minutes, 10 minutes, whatever.
10 minutes.
Okay, calm down.
It's a long time.
Calm down. I have too much to lose to go astray.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
And that's the thing.
To risk it all.
To risk it all. And I always think of how many people have risked it all for some shit that wasn't even good.
Okay. Oh my gosh. I'm so happy you said that, because it's kind of like on your diet, right? Like you eat some shit and you're like, and then you mad because it's like, I just wasted 700 damn calories on some shit that wasn't even good.
On this bullshit.
And then you got to sit there and look at that person in the bed and be like, seriously?
Right.
I just wasted potentially losing my whole damn family for that?
For this.
That's crazy.
So for me, in my mind, it ain't worth it.
Yeah.
Unless you got some money.
It's a guarantee that I'm going to enjoy myself.
No, unless you got some money behind you. If Maya come calling, she got money behind her.
Okay.
Coco,
Bye, Maurice.
they got money.
Bye. Okay, so same rules apply for me.
No, not at all.
Yeah, same rules
It's still
apply.
cheating. I'm gonna be
If
wrong.
Jazz comes around.
He ain't got no money. Cisco, take all that shit.
Bye, Jamel. If Big X comes around.
Hey, he got it.
He got it.
He got
What,
it.
look, what can I do?
He got it.
Ask him if I can have some too.
You know what they're gonna say? Man, she ain't your woman, big dog. People be taking what we say so serious when we be joking about each other. It's hilarious to me.
Why did it take us? Why so serious?
Okay, calm down.
Oh, sorry.
Rest in peace.
Okay, I know.
How you made it sad?
I know. I'm sorry. Couple of questions.
Don't ask me.
Is cheating respectfully just emotional self-abandonment?
You know what? I feel like cheating in general has more to do with self than the other person.
Yeah, I agree.
I feel like there's a bunch of ain't healed motherfuckers walking around doing shit that they think they find pleasure in, but all it does is block them from actually healing what's hurting them.
Okay, I do have a question though. So like we've been together since our teen years, right?
Uh-huh.
And this video just popped into my head. It was a gentleman he got on camera sitting in his car, and he ended up cheating on his wife, and they've been together for 20 plus years. But they had been together since they were 15.
Okay.
They married immediately, after high school or whatever. And so he was just talking about like, especially being so young and being wrapped up in the whole like love thing, right? Mm-hmm. You remember how when we were younger too, like we would go on a date or the movies, and I used to always say, man, I can't wait till we have our own place and we're driving back to our own place. Like that space of being in love. And then the natural progression of things like, oh, I want to get married because we want to be together. And then when we get married, it's like, let's start a family because that's really exciting. And then it's like, no. That was not your attitude. It was. I was excited to start a family.
No, you decided to be married. Start a family.
And then, then the next progression is like buy a house and all these things. But he was basically talking about how as he was going through all that, and especially being in a relationship and being committed so early and so young, he didn't know and realize until he was willing to step outside his marriage all of the things that he really wanted in life and the things that he really wanted to do and the man that he wanted to be.
Okay.
Right? And so although he gave his wife like high praises, he was like, she was a great wife, like took care of the home, gave me beautiful children. Like, we had everything. We had the income, we had the cars, we had all the things that are supposed to make us feel complete when we find a significant other. But he said he wasn't fulfilled, him personally. Okay. He felt like the only reason he existed now was to be of the benefit to other people, which I think
that's two different things.
I know, but this was how he was like talking through the reasons in which he felt like he cheated on his wife.
Somebody came along, made him feel seen.
I was gonna say that was the next thing. That was the next thing. That was the next thing is that he said he felt seen, but even going through that experience, that also opened up the thought process for him of what do I want? Like if I could take me, like we've had that conversation before, right? I've talked about that before about like the self-identity portion of who am I and what do I want and what do I like outside of just the titles that I've accumulated in adulthood, right? And in my way of thinking, I'm like, okay, I can understand that portion, but was it necessary? Like to go and like we couldn't have all that, self-discovery.
But I would guarantee you that they were probably in a rough patch when he explored. And I would also say this, like that what he described, I feel like all men go through.
Yeah, I think that's a human thing.
Because when you get into the day-to-day, as I always say, when you get into the day-to-day and you're
going through the motions.
And you're just trying to live up to the responsibilities you have agreed to.
That you've created.
You're trying to be a good husband. You're trying to be a good father. You're trying to provide. You're trying to make sure. You're trying to make, as a man, you get to the point, let me go back. As a good man, You get to the point to where you spend the majority of your time worrying about if everybody else is okay. Mm-hmm. You don't spend the time on yourself to make sure you're okay. Mm-hmm. And when you do that for so long, it becomes overwhelming.
Of course.
And it becomes, and that's why I always say, and most men will say, I just want to be appreciated.
Yeah.
Because a drop of appreciation is enough to have a man work another 3-4 months.
Right.
If you give him a bucket, you got a couple more decades. It's that. And I feel like a lot of times we as men don't feel appreciated and we don't feel seen because we get caught up like, for instance, how you always say, there's always gas in the car. Mm-hmm. The bills are always paid. Yeah. Your daughter, we always just go here. And the dad just paid. And so it's like the behind the scenes of what it takes to make sure happen. That is always happening. No one wants to do that without feeling like they're being appreciated. Yeah. On the back end. Right. So when you go through life, and I feel like it's nothing against the wife or the family personally. I just feel like on both sides, you're both dealing with what you're dealing with.
You're dealing with the day to day. You're dealing with life.
So like while he's dealing with the struggles of, living up to his responsibilities and wanting to be seen, and now he's feeling like did I even want this really in the first place? There's a gap here, and and the pressure's getting heavy because you only question yourself and you only question things when the pressure gets heavy. Mm-hmm. When the weight gets heavy, you be like, God damn, what did I get myself into?
Because now you're trying to reconsider and make concessions.
That's it. When the pressure get heavy. Yeah. And now you start to look around, and this is what I've learned. Shout out to my therapist. What I've learned is that instead of looking outward when I feel overwhelmed with the pressure, I look inward. Mm-hmm. So instead of trying to give you something off my plate and say, hey, I'm overstimulated, I can't do this, I now just say, hey, I'm not doing that. Right. So if it get done or not.
Right. Who's good for that? Hey. Who's good for that?
We're not talking about you right
now. Yeah, but it's the same concept. You just can't do it because I can't give you what I ain't got.
Right.
That's why I can't give you what I don't have.
And for me, like I even like kind of broke down crying about this when I was talking to her about it. For me, the hardest thing is when I have to say that to my child. Mm-hmm. Because
like telling her no.
Sometimes I want to do nothing but tell her yes constantly. Yeah. But sometimes I just ain't got it. I ain't got
it. Molly girl.
I ain't got it. I ain't got it physically. I ain't got it mentally. Yeah. And I ain't got it financially. Yeah. I ain't got it. I'm sorry, baby. I can't take you on a 24-day Disney cruise.
Wait, for a play date.
For a play date. Okay. I can't take you and your friends.
For a play date, nonetheless.
On a 24-day Disney cruise.
I said, first of all, we're not going to be on nobody's boat for a month.
Right.
Listen,
I ain't got it.
Let's start there.
I want to say yes. But I ain't got it.
Not for a month.
But on the flip side of that, I've also got to the point to where now I can understand and step back and look and say, hey, if I'm feeling some sort of pressure, my partner is too. Mm-hmm. Right? Because like I always say, we have very defined roles in our marriage. And so the pressures of my responsibility weigh on me. And now I can understand and empathize. Like I always say, I can empathize with the pressures that you had to meet the standards of your responsibilities. Mm-hmm. So I feel like in this situation, he turned which again, it's not wrong. He turned the focus inward, which I think you should do. Yeah. I don't necessarily think that the actions of that. Yeah. Right. I think
it doesn't justify the action.
It doesn't justify. Yeah. Not at all. I think once the focus is turned inward, now you have to set boundaries.
Right. And process why you why you wanted to do, or why you were even to a level of comfort. Right. To do something like that. Because when I really think about it, like just sit with the thought of going outside, like my marriage, like even just thinking about that, I just like I don't know. Like I think about like how uncomfortable that would be. How I'm just in general. Yeah. Like in general, you know what I mean?
That's because you approved. You can be like, do what?
I'd be like, oh no, my Snuggie has to come. I'm sorry. Yeah. You don't like my Snuggie. My husband loves my Snuggie. I'm out.
It's moo-moos and 14 pillows or nothing.
And my bonnet and my glasses with my book. Or I'm knitting.
Because when I'm done with this, I'm going back to the book.
What did you say? There were signs. I knew there were signs.
Yeah, there were signs.
There were signs.
Yeah.
But there's a lot. I feel like there is, if you genuinely have or had a connection with your partner.
Yeah.
There's a level of nerve. There's a level of being scared.
Right.
There's a, you know what I mean?
Well,
to be with another person, like looking at somebody else and you being close and somebody kissing your lips. Like, I honestly can't imagine somebody else's lips on me. I really can't.
Hit him in the throat so quick.
Yeah, I can't.
Oh, it's my bad.
I'm sorry.
But here's the thing.
Like, I've never done this with anybody
And
else.
it's like, it's not even just like learning for me personally. It's not even just about me being lazy of learning somebody else. I don't want to learn anybody else.
Yeah.
I don't want to learn what gets you going. I don't want to learn. I don't want to learn where your spots are. No. So if
I don't want to learn about what gets you going, I don't really care, ma'am.
I don't care.
Can you get me going?
At this point, if that were to happen, it's a wham bam. Thank you, ma'am. Here go your $40.
She's a professional. I only deal with professionals.
I told you.
I'm only dealing with professionals.
If something happened here,
I'm only dealing with women who know their shit. Look, babe, I'm only dealing with women who know their shit.
Right.
Where I can walk in
and walk out.
Get it and walk out.
Look here. Because I personally feel like I've been pair bonded with my person. I'm not doing this shit again. I have no interest in doing this shit again.
Yeah.
I will be that single dad that goes to work, plays his video games, and is at every sporting event he wants to go to. They're like, damn, where you live your life? Yes, because I'm not worried about no woman.
I can't.
She come over, I give her $40.
Why? First of all, who are you paying for? Like, that's a disease.
Is it?
If you're paying $40 for like actual intercourse and ass, she has something.
Well, somebody did the math because if hoes were $2.
Okay, that is not. Because if I came up with a pricing sheet, if I came up with a pricing sheet,
yours high. But what I'm saying is that I will no longer be as emotionally invested in someone as I.
Oh yeah, but apparently from the male perspective, they don't have to be emotionally involved.
But like you said last week, I'm not like them niggas. I gotta like you.
I mean,
because you can look good and then say something stupid. I'm like, get the fuck out of my house, because you dumb.
First of all,
what?
Not your house.
You're not here.
Oh, okay. I was gonna say.
And of course, I'm doing it downstairs.
I would have to burn the whole house down.
Oh wow. Okay, let's move on. I'm done.
Why is discretion valued more than loyalty?
It's not over here.
We know, babe, but in general, why do you think people value discretion more than loyalty?
Because I think people like to keep their closets in the closet. That's why.
Their dirty clothes in the closet?
Keep it where it's meant to be. That's why.
Is forgiveness expected without accountability?
I think some people do, but it shouldn't be. Accountability is a must.
Yeah.
And if you refuse to take it, flag on the play.
Does wealth make men feel replaceable or irreplaceable?
Both.
Depends on where you fall on the spectrum of finances, huh?
Depending on where you fall.
Because if you like on that lower end, you're definitely replaceable.
I never felt that way because you was with me when I was 100 there, and now that I'm a 6-figure
thousandaire, which still feels like 100 there,
right?
Which is crazy
because inflation. Look, I'd rather be broke in California than broke anywhere else.
He was like, if I'm gonna be broke in California.
So when I tell you 6 figures in California hit different, ooh, you still struggling a little bit. Like you have fun, but you plan it. You don't just like
bye, goodbye.
But I'm serious, y'all. If she go up in this gymnastics, it's gonna be a tier system.
Let's see. Why does society shame women more for leaving than staying? Why do you think that is?
I don't know. I think it's weird. I don't think you should say anywhere where you feel disrespected. Cute. When I see a woman leave, I say kudos to her. Kudos.
I think time plays a major part in that too.
Oh yeah.
Because like I said, remember once before, like with my aunt and my uncle.
Oh yeah.
When they went through their little thing, and literally the one thing about the conversation I remember being a little kid in the kitchen when they were all having the discussion was
it
cost too much to split. Like, just even when he just started thinking about their assets, their homes, it's not, I'm not finna sit here and do all that. That's literally what they were saying. Like, I'm just not gonna do it because I don't even have the energy to sit down with you and go through our life for the past 30 years and try to figure out how we're gonna dismantle this. You're just gonna have to, you're gonna have to find a way.
We're gonna have
to find a way to coexist.
Now if you gotta,
so it's like, when it's instances like that, because when you think about it, if, say for instance, you've been in a relationship for 25 plus years, 30 years, and then something like infidelity happens. And of course, you know, as a woman, most likely your first inclination is to want to be like, okay, I'm done. But your entire existence up until this point
is tied to this person.
Like, it's tied to this person. Like, everything's tied to this person, you know? So what do you do? I mean, you split that shit up, but what do you do? And I think a lot of people take that into consideration. You know what I'm saying? That's why I always say too, you can never say never, because you never know what the situation is going to be, what it looks like, what was the circumstances, you know? Still going to be a piece of shit for doing what you did, but you know what I'm saying?
Not a piece of shit.
Bye, babe.
Bag.
Give me piece of cheese. Okay.
You wild for that.
What?
Give me a piece of cheese.
I always said it like that.
You wild.
Okay. Go ahead. I always say
I have
that.
nothing else.
I say that.
I have nothing else.
All right. Okay, guys. That was a good discussion.
Is was it?
Yeah.
I don't know. You out here trying to get a cheater's support.
What? Trying to give the cheaters support? I'm not trying to give the cheaters support. Don't do that.
You are.
Don't do that. Let's go ahead and hop on into
the comment of the week.
It's really our 2 cents.
It's not. Well, the comment of the week comes first.
It doesn't, but okay.
Okay.
Whatever you say.
The comment of the week this week comes from Candy Girl 1908. I think this is her second time. And I picked this one out for a couple reasons. I'll explain them after I read them. She said, you know, the Marks have been missing the mark. I love a good dad joke.
You mean Mark's like the name?
I love a good dad joke.
Yeah, babe.
That was good right there. And on one for a minute, I need them to sit their asses down. And this was in response to Mark who wanted to go on the trip.
Who wanted to go on the trip? Oh, where his family invited him to go on the trip, but expected him to pay for everybody on the trip.
And then before, I think Mark was the husband with the... No, one Mark was Mark went on a trip. I think the other Mark was the husband that moved his friend in. I think. I could be wrong.
Okay. Yeah, but this one is the Mark for the trip.
Right. Yes. I picked this one out purposely because I have a friend named Mark I always talk shit about. So.
I can't.
And I said you can never trust a motherfucker named Mark. Because they're literally a Mark.
Bye. I like your friend Mark. Shouts out to Mark. Okay, so let's hop on into our 2 cents.
Our 2 cents.
Okay, so he wants to know, is it wrong that he sided with his mother instead of siding with his wife?
Okay, come on.
Okay, my wife and I have a son who's about to turn 5. My parents, mostly my mom, has been providing us with free childcare since he was a few months old. My mom follows all of our requests, no screens, no extra sweeteners, and gives our son a level of care no amount of money could buy, and we couldn't afford the inferior level of daycare anyway. Our son loves my parents. He loves my wife's parents too, but he sees them way less and is always happy when I drop him off at my mom's house when my wife picks him up. I have an older brother that has issues, and my parents have bailed him out several times in the past. A few years ago, he totaled the car that they bought him, and they said that they were done helping him. It turns out that they have actually been paying his rent for the past 2 years.
Well, goddamn.
My wife made a comment about how the squeaky wheel gets the grease, and no one will ever wonder who their favorite is.
Okay.
She shouldn't even make the comment.
She shouldn't have.
My mom was mad and said that she spends 40 plus hours a week on us, and she can do whatever she wants with her money, whether it be paying her son's rent, pissing on it, or setting it on fire.
All right, now I like this.
It was definitely an extreme response.
Okay.
My wife demanded an apology and said that she didn't deserve to be spoken to like that. My mom apologized for being vulgar, but said that her sentiments still stand and that she wants my wife to be quiet about her financial decisions.
Stand on business.
They
Mom.
went back and forth until my dad made my mom go upstairs. My wife seethed the whole way home. My wife wants to stop relying on my mom for childcare. She said her mom can do it, babysit their kid, and we can find a daycare until school starts in the fall. She said that she doesn't trust our son with somebody who is so emotionally volatile. I told my wife that she was the instigator and asked why couldn't she just ignore the information about my brother. I said our son loves his grandparents and yanking them away from him right now before the transition into kindergarten might traumatize him. I also reminded her we cannot afford daycare. My wife said that I am being an unsupportive husband and siding with my family against her. I'm not trying to be unsupportive, just to give honest feedback. Should I have said that she was right, even though I don't think she is?
Fuck no. Hell no.
No, wrong is wrong.
First of all, here's the thing.
I mean, he didn't do that in front of his mom.
He didn't do it in front of his mom.
Yeah.
2, her mom said what she said in her home, under her roof, about her money and her son.
Yeah.
Shut your bitch ass up.
Yeah.
No.
Yep.
And mama was right. She free daycare. You know how much daycare costs?
I know. That's what he was saying.
You know how much daycare costs?
That's literally what he was saying. He was like, girl, like we can't afford it.
It's not the reason why you stay home, but
yeah. But he was literally like, girl, we can't afford it. And like the mom said, she said, I give you 40 plus hours a week.
And again.
And to have a grandparent who's willing to childcare for 40, that's a full-time job. That means they are calling mom, they dropping him off, like they are able to live life.
Because after 6 hours, your mama calling us saying, where we at?
Goodbye.
After 6 hours.
So silly.
And also, hold on. Hold on.
You can't even get it out.
You cannot quantify how much she's giving you by watching that child 40 plus hours a week. Now, granted, she probably enjoys it because
that's her grandson.
Her grandson.
Right. She loves him.
But what's important about the last story is that when granddad said, hey, baby, go upstairs. She took her ass upstairs.
Of course she did.
And that's why her shit paid for.
Okay,
and
bye. And granddaddy probably been having affairs for the past 25 years.
Hey, respectfully, at least.
Okay. Shut up. So silly. Okay, so she says I kicked my husband out after reading his text messages.
All right.
My husband and I have been married for 3 months. We have a 3.5-year-old son together and had what I thought was a pretty nice life together. My husband has been home injured from work for 2.5 years. And he has a perforated disc at L5 and S1. His recovery has been slow, but progressive. At this stage, he can walk, do light exercise, work on his car, drive places, and just have to go to chiropractic therapy once a week. Things are definitely a lot better recovery-wise than they have been. Over the last 6.5 months of our relationship, it was rocky. We got engaged last May, and I had a freak out about the whole situation and decided I needed space. While not my finest moment, we were mature enough and calm enough with the co-parenting. We made sure not to fight in front of our son, and eventually, with lots of late night talks, we worked on things and came back together. We had already booked our elopement and decided to stick to the original date and therefore got married in October. Tonight, I was on his laptop sending myself a PDF I had just downloaded. I sent it via iMessage to my phone, and as the message sent, I saw 4 messages to random unsaved numbers starting with, "Hey babe." My heart was in my throat. As I read them, they all said the same thing. "Hey babe, do you send pics or videos? I'm HARD as a rock, and I need to, you know what?" I literally wanted to projectile vomit. I called him in and he just shrugged and said, "Yeah, so I sent him a while ago." But he did it. They were all dated for the last 2 weeks of December. One was sent while I was at my parents' house 2 days before Christmas. Of course, I've asked him about it. I didn't yell, and he honestly didn't seem to care. All he was worried about was when he'd be able to get to see our son next. I'm questioning whether I'm being an asshole or not because it's technically cheating. None of them actually replied, but I Googled their numbers and they're all from a local escort service. Clearly, it's a boundary that he has crossed, and regardless if I'm an asshole or not, I don't think I'll ever be able to look at him the same again. I just want everyone else's consensus on it.
I don't know.
Why don't you know?
I mean,
he was willing to reach out to an escort.
I mean, hey, look, she said they went through their thing. Whatever.
That was 6.5 months ago.
Again,
and then they decided to get back together.
I'm going to say the same thing I said to the old girl who fiance had the accident. If you can't look at him, you don't want him to touch him, don't waste your time.
Yeah, that's true too.
You guys have already established that you can have a fine co-parenting situation and not be together.
Yeah.
Remain to that type of setup. That's what I'm going to say.
Yeah, I agree because
and on a side note, I hope you only gave him $40 because the going price is $40.
Bye, Maurice. Yeah, I totally agree because if there's going to be, here's the thing, before going into a marriage, if there is infidelity prior to getting married and there is a level of mistrust before you make a legal commitment to someone, I think that's crazy.
Crazy.
I think that's crazy.
Crazy work.
I think that's crazy. Okay, they cheat and you forgive them, and with your whole heart, you feel like you can trust them. Okay, that's fine. That's you. But
not I.
Going into it and still having to question in the back of your mind, I'm not going to stand there at the altar with a question mark in the back of my head. Did he fuck somebody last night?
Ooh, not last night.
Crazy work. Not doing it. I'm not doing it. Ooh. Let's see. Am I being a jerk for embarrassing my husband in front of our friends after he accused me of trapping him?
Probably.
So we were at a dinner party last Saturday, about 8 of us at a long table at a nice restaurant that we all liked. Everyone was a few drinks in and the conversation was flowing, and my husband just dropped this out of nowhere. He goes, "Yeah, well, I didn't really have a choice in becoming a dad," and laughs. Someone asked what he meant, and he said he thinks that I got pregnant on purpose to trap him. Just casually.
Okay.
Like it was a funny story.
All right.
The table went dead quiet. I could feel everyone staring at me. My face got hot and I just sat there for a second trying to process what he had just said. I put my fork down and I looked at him. I asked him to explain what he meant by that. He shrugged his shoulders and said that it was just weird that we were together for so many years and then suddenly I got pregnant right when things were getting serious, almost like I planned it. So I leaned in and I started asking him some questions.
Okay, now.
I said, loudly enough for everyone to hear me, "Did I trap you for money? Because when we met, you were living paycheck to paycheck and my parents were the one who paid our rent."
Ooh, I love the petty.
I said, "Did I trap you for stability? Because I was the one with the degree and the job and you were still trying to figure things out with what you wanted to do."
All right.
I said, "Did I trap you for a house? Because the down payment on our house that we live in came from my savings."
Ooh, okay.
He just stared at me, didn't say a word. One of our friends cleared their throat and changed the subject, and we got through the rest of the night, but barely. The car ride home was completely silent. He went straight to bed without saying anything. Since then, he's been acting like I did something wrong and won't talk to me. He won't even look at me and sleeps facing the wall. That shit got serious real quick, didn't it?
Look here.
That shit got serious.
Look here.
Real quick. And I had the whole notion in my head. She put that fork down and she leaned in and she was like, "So was it trapping you?"
That's a real quick. That's a skit. I'm gonna say this. Don't make jokes.
Yeah.
If you can't
come back. Yeah, and if you can't take them, you can't. If you ain't got to come back.
And look here.
Don't do that. Why would you say something like that in front of your friends?
Hold on. Given the facts of what we have just been told, it sounds like you trapped her, sir.
Right. If anybody was trapped, she was trapped.
I would like to also...
It looks like you had a come up.
I would like to say congratulations to the City Boys. We just got another point.
Not the City Boys. Congratulations to the City Boys. We're up. Congratulations to us.
We up.
But
But I don't think she's wrong at all.
You don't think she wrong for really laying his ass out in front of the whole table?
No. Like, look here. All my upbringing, I was told by everybody in a authoritative role, I'm gonna embarrass you
like you embarrassed me.
Where you embarrass me.
Yeah.
My auntie used to tell me all the time, if you embarrass me in this store, I'm gonna beat your ass in this store. So he sat there and embarrassed her at table.
Yeah.
And she whooped his ass at that table.
But not him sleeping facing the wall.
He hurt.
She made me
He
hurt.
crying.
Well, because now he like, you done told all my damn business.
He taking long showers. He's crying his ass off.
Not him crying, babe.
He's there crying.
Shut up. He needs a few days to process.
He's hurt. His pride.
And I bet you she passed his ass in the hallway like,
Lord.
yeah, I bet you won't do that stupid shit again.
I have never seen such a divine way to shatter an ego in my life. Yeah. His pride.
But he probably didn't even mean it like that.
It don't matter.
I know.
Look here, people, when I say play stupid games, get 2 stupid prizes, that's one of them.
Yeah. And don't blame it on the alcohol, because if you can't control it at this big old age.
What? Not this big age.
I don't know what to tell you.
You know the problem was?
He had liquid courage in front of his friends, and he thought that shit would be funny.
The problem is he heard "ay," and then he said that shit.
By Maurice. He heard "ay."
And then he said that shit.
No, he thought he was being funny, because I can tell he was probably sitting there having a little drink, eating, and then trying to be chuckle. And he has a woman who's not a fucking chuckler,
right?
And she leaned in on his ass. She's not a chuckler, and she leaned in on his ass real quick and was like, "Let me air your ass out real quick," because she was basically letting him know, like, nigga, you was not the biggest of catches.
Hold on. She said, I ain't the one to play with.
Right. You were not the biggest of catches, because best believe if we didn't have this baby, I probably would be Audi 5000.
She looked him dead in his face and said, I'm not one of your little friends.
Play with your mama. Don't play with me.
I don't know who she is, but if we find her, let her know that she is part of the petty committee.
I can.
I love it.
I can.
But as someone who was just out to have fun and end up with a baby, I understand that part.
Okay. Maurice, don't make me throw this microphone at you.
I was just like, you were like, babe, what's
I was
like, hey. And you throwing it back. And I was like, I'm catching it. And I was like, oh, shit. And then something else caught.
Okay. This has been another episode of the Life After I Do podcast. If you are not doing so already, you already know the drill. And if you don't, I'm going to give it to you. Follow us on all of our social media platforms at Life After I Do podcast. You can follow us on Instagram and TikTok and YouTube and Facebook. All of the things. Tell a friend to tell a friend.
To tell a friend.
If you have a friend who doesn't know about the podcast, you should be the friend telling the friend about the podcast.
Or tell Granny. And she'll do the rest of the work.
Tell Granny. She'll put it on the book. And then once she puts it on the book or the gram, then everybody else will know about it.
Right.
You get a new episode every single Wednesday, and we appreciate y'all for rocking with us heavy. Almost at 80K on Instagram, guys. So let's keep it going. Hey.
Do your big one.
Do your big one. Do your big one.
Okay, dude.
But until next Saturday.
Next Saturday?
Next Wednesday. Shit. My bad. I just told y'all my memory ain't been good lately.
Peace, Booskies.
Peace, Booskies.